Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick. Yes. Good morning, Frederick. Rise and shine. That is such an earworm, this song. I absolutely love it. I sing it in the shower. I hope it has not annoyed you too much, but that you continue to remember. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Thursday, June 6th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Thank you so much for joining this program. Yesterday, I put out that our show has over 55,000 views across all platforms. That was show 47. Today, 48. And we've hit 331 subscribers. Now, I know a lot of people are probably like, that's not very many. I got to tell you, it's not easy getting likes and subscribes and comments and shares. It actually goes to show, really, with 55,000 views, most people are voyeurs. They just watch and they don't really engage or interact. But I have to say that it is so important for that quick moment of just liking or sharing or commenting. We are surely on our way to 1,000 by September, and I had a goal of 500 by June 15th. So we have 9 days to go to get 169 more subscribers. Now, some are asking, why? Why are you pushing to get subscribers? Well, my passion is helping small businesses and nonprofits, and I want to help them get as much exposure as possible. And to do this, I need the biggest platforms to know that people love the content that we're putting out. That's why likes, comments, and shares are so powerful. You hold the key to help get more exposure. So we're working in partnership. I'm putting out the content, finding these people to interview and put out, and you can do your part by just commenting, liking, and sharing. It takes only seconds, but cumulative. It means the world to people who are working every day to make it happen. So please like, share, comment. Consider that your random act of kindness each day. You can check that off your list by doing so. Really, really appreciate it, though. Got some new swag at the home of everything Frederick. These are our new unisex t-shirts. I think you can see maybe Good Morning Frederick on the back. Can you see that? All right, so I got unisex t-shirts in this heather gray. Hold on, I'll show you. Also have the awesome royal blue, which I really love. Love this color. And cool pink tank tops. Hang on. I should have had this ready. Oh, gosh. Here we go. I know. It's my show. I'm making a mess in my office. All right. Here are quality production. All right. These are the tank tops. Adorable. So, I took them last night. We had our little cocktail and social networking. So fun yesterday. Such a great group of people. You have to join us every first Wednesday of the month from 5 to 7. So it was just so enjoyable and relaxed, and we got to sit and watch the rain downpour. Thankfully, hopefully you guys are all okay from those storms, which I didn't even know were happening. Anyway, so stop by the home of everything Frederick. We're open Thursday to Sunday. You can pick up any of those, my new swag, just $25. And I still have some of the OG shirts and hats for $15, plus magnets and stickers. Now, I'm replenishing the magnets because there's only one left in there, which is awesome. If you send me a photo, if you purchased a magnet or you have a Good Morning Frederick magnet, send me a photo of where your magnet is. Maybe it's on your fridge, maybe it's on your car. And starting Monday, I'm going to be showing where these magnets are. And if I show your photo, all you got to do is text me and you'll get some Maryland Lottery scratch-offs for doing so. I've got some exciting news starting on Monday. There's so much starting on Monday. I'm so excited. But Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD, the Morning Show Express, I think it's called. Morning Show Express, I think, will be joining the program. They're going to be doing local news, sports, and weather for me. And we'll be chatting a little bit about all things Frederick about 9:10 each morning. So be sure to join us on Monday morning for that. Okay, on the show today, Kelly Yates explains why her company, Pelv RX, is a much-needed, long-awaited specialty in physical therapy for women. I'll also show you a recap of the Scott Key Center prom. Oh, I almost cried yesterday. It was so wonderful. I show you my first Moon Valley Farm CSA box, and we'll talk about why you need to sign up for yours today. And I stopped by the offices at Bent's to chat with Chris Martin about the Sports Mural Project. And of course, you're going to get all the events that are happening in and around Frederick, including a chat with Michelle from Pooling for Veterans to talk about a free event coming up later this month that I am helping with. All right, let's get started. It's Thursday. Good morning, Frederick would not be here without our sponsor. We help you move, and our other sponsors, of course. Whether you're moving across the street or across the country, Nick and his team of moving experts make the thing easy. That process of moving and packing and awful. I'm stressed for you if you're in the middle of that. But keep it as stress-free as possible by hiring the right movers, people who are experienced, who won't hold your stuff hostage, and will make that process easier. And We Help You Move is that company. Veteran-owned and a great supporter of the Frederick community. And we're putting it out there. Still looking for Montana. If you know anyone from Montana moving back to Maryland or someone from Maryland moving to Montana, let Nick know, because that's the one place in the 48 that he hasn't been to yet. All right, weather today, light rain this morning with thunderstorms by this evening, 85 degrees. There's a 90% chance of rain. My gosh, this weather, it is surely crazy. Tomorrow looks still great, mostly sunny and 83. And Saturday, mostly sunny and 83. And Sunday, not bad, partly cloudy and 81. Not a bad weekend. So hopefully you have some plans to get outside. Looking into early next week, more of the same, partly cloudy and in the high 70s to low 80s. All right, I want to tell you about the Scott Key Center prom. Obviously, been talking about it for weeks. It was a fantastic day. Thanks to all of you. Let me show you a little of how it looked. So, I mean, I did more than 10,000 steps dancing all morning. It was fantastic. They already are talking about next year. So we will be back next year to give them an even more extraordinary prom. It would not have been possible without so many people. First of all, Alexa at Charles Studio, the Arc at Market. Shauna, your team is phenomenal. We tried to help as much as possible because you guys were very gracious, not only in donating the space, but providing some amazing food for the Scott Key Center clients. They had an absolute ball. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Jolena from Sun and Moon Balloon Designs did those awesome little centerpieces, and she did the swag right as you entered. And Ellen Fowler did the balloon backdrop that they were able to take photos at. The Reed family from Reed 360 Photo Booth, I think, and Reed Photo Booth, I think, is what you got to find on social. But the 360 photo booth was a huge hit. I should have uploaded the one of me and Mama Cone. It's the first time I've ever done a 360 photo booth. Hers too, but it's quite funny. But they're really, really great fun to have at an event. And Uncle Ralph's cookies, oh my gosh, to die for, the cookies that they provided. Thank you so much for that. Bill Iser, Malachi from Wiser Productions, the DJ. He actually had a David Hasselhoff song that one of the clients requested, which I thought, there's no way. It was like from 1989. Nope, he had it and played it. And he played the music that they wanted to hear. We did all kinds of line dances. Elvis was in the building a couple of times. And it was really just a glorious time. If I forgot anybody who helped, I'm trying to remember to make sure I got everybody. But it was phenomenal. The entire team at Scott Key Center was fabulous. And I can't wait. Oh, and everybody who donated clothing, the guys, they looked so awesome in the suits. A lot of them wore full-on suits, as you saw in that. Some of them wore their suit jackets with shorts, and the ladies just looked phenomenal. So anyway, huge thank you for all of your support. Thanks to the volunteers who came out. We really didn't have much to do, which was great. We got to enjoy the event, but I appreciate it so, so much. All right, now let's talk about what I'd like to give you. I'd like to give you some prizes. Thank you to Thermont Fireman's Carnival, which opens June 17th, coming up, 11 days. The parade is on June 20th. And pre-sale ride tickets, you can get them now for just $20. You can purchase them at Woodsboro Bank in Thermont, at Wise Market in Thermont, and Thermont Country Kitchen. Also, if you go to Guardian Hose Company on Facebook, they do have limited days and hours where they're selling the ride wristbands as well. And I'd like to give you one. We've got 5 to give away. So just text RIDE to 888-465-2944, and then you can ride for free, which is so fun. We are full into carnival season, of course. All right, let's see. For winning, how about, like I said, those ride wristbands? You can also win 5 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs, and you can also win a month of fitness classes from Fit for Mom. So just text those highlighted words to 888-465-2944. I'd love to give them to you. I'll be giving everything away, I think this Friday is what we said. Or this Friday for Maryland Lottery, and next Friday for the Fit for Mom and the ride wristbands. All right, we got tons coming up after the break. Kelly from PelvRx. Also a recap, the unboxing of Moon Valley Farms, CSA box, all the events, and I talked to Chris Martin from the Sports Mural, and we talk about some really cool stuff coming to Frederick. That all happens just after this.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
And we've got A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business. It's right here in Frederick. They specialize in roofing and siding, along with windows, gutters, patios, and decks. And after that weather yesterday, if you're concerned at all about leaks in your roof or siding being pulled or coming up, please give Sandra a call. She is happy to come and check everything out for you and let you know if you need some replacements or if everything is good to go. Feel safe and secure in your home and make sure everything works well on the outside. And maybe you're thinking about a new patio or a deck. Call Sandra at A&S Construction, 301-703-2157, or just email info@ansconstruction.net. Sandra is an amazing member of this Frederick community, very integrated into women in building trades. I can't wait. International Women in Trades, I think she told me last night, is coming up June 15th. And I look forward to maybe doing something to highlight that. I think it's awesome that women are in the trades doing well. And that industry is growing and growing. And I couldn't be happier. All right, if you want to give her a call, she'll come out and do a quote. If you need work done, you can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Give Sandra a call. Let her know that I said hello. All right, let's talk about what's happening in Frederick. Yes, it's Birria Thursday at Taco Bar, located West Point Plaza on Route 40, right between 40 and alternate 40. Birria is slow-cooked shredded beef, served in a number of ways. The most common one is on tacos with melted cheese and paired with consommé, which is the beef broth. You dip right in there, kind of like the au jus. Made from the birria juices. There are tacos with birria, queso birria, pizza birria, torta birria, and birria fries, and more. Remember, this special is only available on Thursdays because birria takes a long time to cook. They want to make sure it is perfect for you, so they do it once a week. All right, let's chat about, we're going to do all of our events, but importantly, we've got the Sisters in Charity Garden Party, June 18th. Now, my goal is to collect 200 pairs of shoes for Souls of Love, along with raising lots of money for charity. So, mark your calendar for Tuesday, June 18th, 5 to 8 p.m. at Fingerboard Farm. We're going to be at the inn at the Fingerboard Farm, and it's going to be such a fun event. I've got a lot of great ladies who are putting together some awesome baskets that you can win. And then, of course, all of the money is going to go to charity. Now, I want to thank Honey D's Charcuterie, Love Boards, The Box Theory. The three of them are joining together and creating a charcuterie board for this event. We'll also have other light fare and some beverages for you. But come on out, 5 to 8. We'll be giving away the baskets to people who have bought raffle tickets. And we'll also be announcing the winner of the entire basket challenge, I guess. So I changed the rules up. Maybe originally you saw where I said, oh, the winning charity gets all the money. Well, we kept thinking that's not really fair, and we want every charity to do well. So 50% of every charity's money, they will get to keep it. And the other 50% from all the baskets will go to the winning charity. So we do want to keep this a little competitive. Friendly competition, of course, but make your date to be at Fingerboard Farm June 18th. There is a Facebook event you can RSVP to. Listed here are the charities for all of the baskets, which will be on display starting on the 12th at the home of Everything Frederick. And the 12th is the first night market in downtown Frederick. So we're not open during the day at the home of Everything Frederick. We will be open that evening, and it's going to be so fun. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff going on there. All right, let's move to our calendar. You know where to go if you want to find out what is happening in Frederick. Let me see here. Man, I got to look around my phone here. All right, promocircus.com. That is my company that helps local businesses, radio stations, and nonprofits market themselves. I also have a list of all of the events. The calendar is embedded right here, as you can see. Oh my gosh, so many events. I've just added even more. Every night, I spend about 15 to 20 minutes going through some of the events on Facebook, trying to add as many as I can. However, if you have an event, if you send it to me, that's the easiest way. When you tag me, I don't see all my tags right on time. So if you can message it to me and I'll see it, or you can email it to me as well. All right, let's talk about, so the easiest way to see is click on this agenda tab, and you can see all of the events we have listed. I mean, goodness, again, no one can say there is nothing happening in Frederick ever, because there is tons. All right, let's see. Today is Thursday. Let's talk about, we've got, I'm looking through here real quick. Of course, it is Alive at 5 day today. You can see, let's see, 6-6. Zachary Smith and the Mardi Gras Kings is at Alive at 5. I hope the weather holds. I don't think it's supposed to rain maybe this afternoon. Fingers crossed. They always make their announcement on social around noon to 1, so double check that. Rosy Cheeks has their first open mic night tonight, and you can win $500 if you participate in that in the coming weeks over the summer. The 4 County Lions Club Carnival is happening as well, and like I said, this is carnival season, and you've got that line dancing in Thurmont. That's so fun. Also, coming up on this weekend, let's see, Friday, don't forget, last day of school tomorrow, 2-hour early dismissal, and I'm going to head over to the Frederick Airport for their first Summer Fun Days kickoff event. That is from 11 to 7 tomorrow, and at the Frederick Airport. They're going to be opening up the airport all summer long, so if you're looking for fun stuff to do there, come out and see me. I'm going to be doing some video and stuff, and maybe we can chat if you want to be on the show. Fingerboard Farm Market is open 11 to 5:30 if you're looking for produce and other great things. They're open weekdays 11 to 5:30 and Saturdays as well. Again, you can see I've added some of the food trucks wherever they're going to be, and you can head over to the Sheriff's Open House on Friday from 5 to 7, showing off, I guess, their new digs. So that's pretty cool. Or they're having their open house with all kinds of law enforcement displays, and they'll be doing canine demonstrations, which will be fun, and you can get a building tour. Best to get the building tour during open house, right? Not during any other time. You can nominate your Shiro. That is daily, and that closes soon. So that is part of the Frederick Chambers Shiro Awards. There is a She Pitch event that is coming up where local women businesses pitch to get funded, which is so cool. It's great to see so many new businesses popping up and established businesses expanding or taking on something else. But the Shiro Awards for strength, heart, and equality, if you know somebody who deserves that award, nominate them. And that's a great thing that you can do. Also, the Troy Fest scholarship opportunity for music. If you know someone, a child who's interested in playing a musical instrument or taking lessons or doing any of that, but they just can't fund it, have them apply for this scholarship. And the Troy Fest event is coming up in September and benefits Rhythm Changes. All right, June 22nd, there is a free event for veterans and first responders. I'm going to be emceeing the event, and I'd like to take you to Michelle, who will tell us all about it. I chatted with her just the other day. Here you go. I'm on where are we? Reichsford Road?
Reichsford Road.
Reichsford Road. We Help You Move with Michelle to talk about this great event for veterans coming up soon.
Yes, that Pulling for Veterans is hosting, and you're our co-host and our MC.
Yes.
We're having a big party for veterans and first responders on June 22nd out at the Burkittsville Roartown grounds.
Okay.
It's going to be from 3 to 9 p.m. We have free food, tons of barbecue, activities, 3 bands. Going to have tug of war contest with a kiddie pool full of water in the middle. So
fun.
hopefully we can get some departments against each other or branches of the military and younger, older generation, somebody see who ends up in the tub of water.
Yeah.
I'm going to have bouncy houses for the kids, checkers contest. So, maybe have some 7-year-olds and 70-year-olds see who can outplay each other on the checkerboards.
I love it.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun evening.
It is going to be a fun evening. You already have over 200 people who have RSVP'd.
We've had 200 RSVPs. We can have up to 500 people at the venue. Everything is free, but we are asking everyone to RSVP for our food count.
Okay.
So if you're interested in tickets, just text tickets to 240-285-4487.
Okay.
And then we'll respond to see how many tickets you need and your family's last name to put you on the list.
Nice. It's so easy, but
Yeah.
just what a way for Pulling for Veterans to give back to those who are serving or have served.
Yep.
So any veteran or emergency responder or
Loved one of a veteran, if
Yeah.
they're someone that you've lost and you want to come honor them, and it's just going to be a great day.
That's right. Yeah. So really, look, anybody who has a connection with a veteran, please text the number. Say that number again, and I'll put it on the screen. Go ahead.
240-285-4487.
Okay. And then Michelle will make sure and get you taken care of as far as how many people are in your party and give you all the information that you need. But it's going to be a great event.
It is. The other thing that we're looking for that day is for some volunteers.
Yes.
To help out to give back to the veterans and the first responders. So if you're interested in coming out and helping that day as well, or if you're a teen that needs community service hours for when school starts back up, we're happy to help you and hook you up with your hours. So reach out to the same phone number, 240-285-4487, if you're interested in volunteering.
Yes, so we need lots of volunteers because now we have lots of people to feed
feed.
and direct and herd to different activities, but it's going to be a great fun day. June 22nd. What time does it start?
It starts at 3.
3 o'clock.
We are asking for RSVPs to be in by June 14th so that we can get all of our food orders in adequate time for our sponsors and so forth. And be ready for everybody that afternoon. So
it'll be awesome.
Come on out and join us.
Can't wait to see you June 22nd. All right, so please spread the word if you are a veteran, if you know a veteran, veterans family, or of course first responders. It's going to be a great day. I can't wait to host that event and have a great time watching all the activities that they've planned, plus the food, and want to thank everybody. Plus volunteers, we need volunteers. So if you've got a high school student who needs to get some hours in over the summer, please have them reach out to Michelle. We need some extra hands to make sure everything is taken care of there. And also to see the links and details to those events, for that event and many others, please go to promocircus.com, click on Everything Frederick Live and Events. And if you have an event you want included in the calendar, please email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. Okay. Going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to unbox my first CSA delivery from Moon Valley Farm and chat with Chris Martin, who's working on the Sports Mural Project, and Dr. Kelly Yates talks about how physical therapy can help women with all sorts of issues, and that is all coming up right after this.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
right. Don't forget those promo codes will save you some money, and it's always good. All right, I want to talk about a CSA. If you don't know what a CSA is, that's okay, because I didn't really either, but let me just pull this up. All right, so Moon Valley Farm, they are spectacular. Certified organic, everything there. And this is how it works. So CSA is like a crowdsourcing for farms, right? So people get subscriptions to get the produce or whatever the CSA actually has either delivered or delivered somewhere close where they can go pick it up. It is really fantastic, okay? So you can order a small, a medium, or a large box. You can do weekly or bi-weekly. You get to choose. You have a lot of control. I know if you saw Emma's interview the other day, she talks about it. They're really not big, there's no long-term contracts you're signing or anything like that. You're actually just picking what you want, and you can exchange things out if you don't like certain things. And she not only provides stuff from her farm, but you can actually add in things from other locally sourced farms, which helps support the entire farming community. So you pick a size of the box, and she gives you kind of examples here. A small share, 4 to 6 items per week. A medium share, this is what I got, 7 to 9 items. Now, when she says items, the green beans obviously count as one item. So I got a little punnet of strawberries or pint of strawberries. Obviously, that's one item, right? Or if you're a bigger family, or maybe you only want to do bi-weekly, maybe one large box bi-weekly makes the most sense for you. And then you can pick your length. She does her CSA all year long. They take the last 2 weeks of December off, as they should, all right? So you can get a box for 50 weeks a year, or you can just do peak season, which is right now, okay? 6 months, you can get your delicious, organic, amazing produce. Now, you can get it delivered. I had mine delivered. It's a little bit extra, or you can pick it up somewhere close to you, which there are so many places. All right, let me show you. I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to show you the box that I received on my doorstep yesterday. Wednesday. Yep, Wednesday she delivers. All right, so this is the medium-sized box, and I apologize for the video. I thought I was doing so much better. But anyway, there was kale, which I will use for juicing. My mom, I think, likes to eat kale. I don't really like it steamed too much. I like kale chips. I might make those. But anyway, fresh bag of lettuce. There were some mini cucumbers in there, which I can't wait to eat. I love those. There was asparagus. Those strawberries. Oh my gosh. Look and taste amazing. Got a bunch of green onions, 2 of those other red onions, and that asparagus. Absolutely cannot wait to get into all of this, and it's delivered right to your door and certified organic. So if you want to try to eat better and support local farms, here is such a simple way to do it. It is with the CSA. So sign up today, and look, then you don't have to worry about it. And again, you can exchange items every week if you want. So check out Moon Valley Farm, and you can just click at moonvalleyfarm.net and join the CSA. Again, the CSA helps farms like Moon Valley to figure out how much to plant, and you can also donate a box to someone in need. So there is an opportunity when you go into your CSA, maybe you're going on vacation or maybe you're doing something else. You could stop your box for sure, easy. Or you can just keep the box but donate it to somebody else. So very cool opportunity, way to support local, and we love that as well. All right, let's talk about our market maker. Market makers are the people who keep this economy going by running small businesses, just like Kelly. She'd been working for another practice when she decided that focusing on women's health was a calling. So she started Pelv RX. Let's meet Dr. Yates. Kelly.
Hello.
Pelv RX is the name of your company.
Correct.
You are a physical therapist.
I am.
But you specialize in women's physical therapy. Okay.
Yes.
So I didn't even know this was a thing, which is
Most don't.
Yeah.
You're not
Is
alone.
it new-ish?
It's gaining more popularity,
Yeah.
and it's becoming more well known that is a service that is offered, and that you actually don't have to live with the symptoms of pelvic floor dysfunction.
Okay.
So it is gaining popularity, which is great.
That means, the tinkling when you laugh sort of thing? Dang it.
Yeah,
Where was this
laughing,
20
running,
years
coughing.
ago?
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and it's chalked
Yeah.
up to, oh, well, welcome to mom life. This is how it is. I
Yeah.
still hear it. It breaks my heart. It's like, no, actually, there's a lot we can do for this. So that's where I'm trying to really
Wow.
push the knowledge and the education on that.
Okay. You're a big CrossFitter. And so you really, that's kind of where you source some people who might need help. So how do you find these patients? What are they saying to you when they're coming to you? What are the issues?
The biggest one I hear is probably the leakage, or we call it in our world, we call it urinary incontinence, but the leakage. And I see it with things, as simple as like coughing, laughing, sneezing.
Yeah.
Or I'll see it with like, I'm good there, but it's when I run, or it's when I lift something heavy.
Yeah.
I'll treat pelvic pain, so that's another thing.
Yeah.
Especially, and not even postpartum, that can be anytime.
Right.
But pelvic pain, constipation is actually something we can help with as well. So that one I'll see a fair amount. Prolapse, or that like pelvic heaviness, is usually the complaint I'll hear if that's an issue. Not always, but it's like, oh, I feel like my it's very heavy when I do things.
Okay.
Diastasis recti, or the separation of the abdominal muscles. And I see that both as a complaint during pregnancy, which is very normal during pregnancy. We need that to happen.
Yeah.
And then postpartum, trying to
Okay.
think like, how can I correct this, or how can I hate to even say the word fix, but how can I better strengthen my core with
Okay.
that? Yeah.
Okay. Now, with what you, how you're helping people, is this something that you're teaching them things that they can do after here, right? So it's not like this continual thing. Okay.
Yeah, one of my biggest goals and one of my values is empowerment.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't want to just be the person that fixes
Yeah,
you, right?
yeah.
I want to be the person that says, all right, this is what you need to do to help yourself, and give you those tools so that way you can carry that on. Because I'm trying to create
Yeah.
a lifestyle
Yeah.
that can be implemented throughout. And if you run into an issue, you're gonna be like, oh, I remember this is
Yeah.
kind of what happened before with Kelly. Let me try these things first.
Yeah.
Then if it doesn't work, then we'll come back in.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm really
nice
big
that
on
you're
that.
really trying to fix your way out of a job, kind of, but
Yeah.
as I said to you before, there's no shortage of patients who need physical therapy. They may not just know it, that that's what they need, right?
Exactly.
Because I think physical therapy, I don't know, do you find like it comes in when people are just kind of like, I gotta do something, or do they know that they need physical therapy when they come to you?
I see both.
Yeah.
I see both. And the ones who come to me more as a preventative, they either saw a post on something, a friend told them like, hey, you have to do this.
Yeah.
Some of the healthcare professionals are getting better at being a little bit more proactive about it, especially midwives. I see even during pregnancy, they might say like, hey, why don't you just go have a couple sessions? And then postpartum, again, like, why don't you just see pelvic floor PT, get things checked, and go from there. So I am seeing it's the tide starting to turn a little bit, which is great, where I am having clients come in as more of a preventative.
Nice.
And then I have ones who've been dealing with something for 5, 10, 15 years. Like, I had no clue I could get help.
Yeah.
So I see both.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that that's true too. I didn't even know it was something that could be fixed with physical therapy and not something more drastic. So that's really good. So you moved into your new space here just recently.
Yes.
You were practicing amongst another organization for a while.
Yep.
You got your own setup. What has been the most exciting part about all of this? Setting up your space and...
Just starting my own thing
Yeah.
has just been so exciting. And I was actually talking to somebody the other day who's going to help me organize my thoughts, because I have very big goals, and I need to, again, kind of carve that path out. So just being able to create something that I feel like the community needs in a way that I feel like would best serve the population. Oh gosh, I love it already. It's been so much fun.
Yeah. As exhausting as it may be, right? It is your own thing.
I feel like it should be more exhausting. I'm working all the time, but it doesn't feel like work right now. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not sitting back with my feet up. It's been very challenging, very stressful, but it's more of a like, I see this taking me in a direction that I want it to go. So it's more excitement than feeling like work right now. At least, ask me again in a month. We might have a different answer. But for right now, it's just been very exciting.
And it should, you know, when you're doing something you love and enjoy and you're doing it for yourself, it shouldn't feel like work, really. Right. Yeah, as exhausting as it may be for some of us. Yeah. That's me. All right. Over the next 6 to 12, so you got some big goals. What would be like the pinnacle goal, the way down the track goal that they're telling you to rein in? But what is that?
I would love to, well, in a year, I want to be in a bigger space. Okay. And I would love to have the ability to hire, 3, maybe 4 PTs to come on board and help out with this. Yeah. And then offer different services. So whether it's telehealth, I would like to be able to do that, especially for my postpartum moms, where it's maybe like the first week or two, like I don't want to leave the house, but I need a touch point, right? And I feel like that's lacking in our system, where it's have a baby, right, bye, 6 weeks later. That's a long time to go after having a baby without a touch point, in my opinion. So I think providing potentially telehealth there, or if somebody's like, I just would rather do telehealth, cool, we can offer those services, and then potentially providing like some online classes as well of different like diagnoses I see, where maybe you just want a little bit more education on it, but you don't feel like you're quite ready to come in to the facility. Okay. So those are some things that are just thrown out there.
Those are extra. I think they're pretty attainable. I think you've got it made there. If somebody wants to find out how to book an appointment with you and all of that, where do they need to go?
My website, which is pelvrx, pelvrx.com. You can go there just to learn more about the company, what I offer, what I do. My email is also on there. Okay. Shoot me an email. Instagram, I have stuff on there. You can send me a direct message on Instagram too. And again, that's just at pelvrx. So honestly, any of those ways, learn more information from the website, reach out to me directly. I'm happy to help. And then the phone number is on the website too.
What do you see as the biggest challenge in the next year or two in healthcare with maybe women in particular? Do you notice any sort of trends or concerns down the track?
In a way, I see things trending positively from a women's health standpoint. And I say that because over the couple years that I've kind of switched gears into this niche, I'm slowly, very, very slowly starting to see things change and improve a little bit. And they're becoming a little bit more awareness about it. I know that doesn't answer your question with like a challenge from that, but I do see things starting to become a little bit less taboo and more talked about, which is great.
That's great news. That's great.
So hopefully it continues to trend in that direction, but we'll see. From women's health specifically, it's kind of how I see it going.
So if there are moms out there who are dealing with leakage and all of that, is there anything we can give them, like 2 tips right now that they can do at home to see if they can have some improvement before they contact you?
And I also have I break this down into different things, tip sheets as well to send out. I'm kind of cautious because if you Google that, you're going to find just do Kegels. And a couple things happen with that. One, either you don't know how to do a Kegel. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. We're doing it wrong. Or that's not what you need. So maybe we need like more relaxation before we build up the strength or something like that. But I will say, kind of step back and look at your overall like just lifestyle, which can be helpful as well. This sounds weird because if you're leaking, you're like, oh, I don't want to drink water, but are you drinking enough? Because dehydration can feed into that. What are your stress levels like? Because our pelvic floor muscles really respond to stress. So can we knock that down a little bit? How much are you sleeping? That can be a hard one to change, especially if mamas have a newborn. So sometimes that's not as controllable. And how are we fueling ourselves? So how much are we eating? Especially new moms, we need to eat enough. And I see that a lot where we're under fueling, and it can lead to pelvic floor dysfunction and contribute to it. I should say, maybe not lead to it, but contribute to it. So those are like the big lifestyle things that you can control right now. assess that, have an honest conversation with yourself and see like, where could I improve this?
Yeah.
So that's a big thing that everybody could
Who knew
benefit from.
that all of that stuff would happen?
It's a complex system, and
Yeah.
we dive into all of that and
Yeah.
kind of help guide you through that.
That's awesome.
And then just really looking at overall strength. So especially if you have a toddler running around, you just had a newborn, it can be really hard to exercise. But we have found that if we have strength limitations, even in the hips, the core, if you know like, oh, this is something I need to work on, even just starting there. If you think like, can I fit in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, of some type of strength routine, that can have a huge impact on the pelvic floor.
Yeah. Yeah. I think sometimes we get overwhelmed thinking, oh, I got to go to the gym 3 days a week, an hour at a time, and I can't. But actually, if you just do things consistently, maybe 5-10 minutes throughout the day, when you have time, then it's going to help ultimately in the end.
Yeah, it adds up.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, you know, I think people should get help when they feel like they need it. Don't put it off just because you might be a new mom with a toddler and a new baby, because maybe you can catch things earlier, or maybe you can get the tools you need to fix them quicker than waiting years and years and years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's always easier to treat it earlier on, but it can be treated later as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with that.
And you were saying earlier, like you get a lot of referrals from midwives and going to the CrossFit gyms and things. Are there a lot of women who are CrossFitters who are having issues too? Because I feel like they're like, ready to go. So no.
Yeah, I see a lot, and there's a lot of impact things. There's, if we're not bracing properly, and this applies not just CrossFit, but any type of lifting. If we're not using our core correctly or bracing correctly, and again, this is where it goes beyond just the pelvic floor. Let's say we have an issue with like the foot or the ankle, or the low back or the upper back. There's something that's feeding into our core system not working efficiently. It can lead to those dysfunctions.
Yeah. And so you're able to bring people in here and evaluate kind of how they're lifting and bending and very cool.
Yeah, looking at all of that. What's the strength? What's the mobility like? Where do you fall into, okay, we need to do this specifically for you.
Right,
and that can look different for everybody.
Course, yeah, good. All right, well, you can come see Dr. Kelly Gates at Pelv RX. I'm going to put the website on the screen. Find her on Instagram. She can help you if you're having some issues, or if you know somebody who is. You can refer them to her, and we will see you guys next time.
Thank you.
All right, we want to thank Kelly for that. And again, didn't even know this was a thing, but I do know. I mean, ladies, we talk about this all the time. If I sneeze, run, cough, oh my goodness, terrible. So I got to look into that as well. All right, let's talk about who's doing good in the neighborhood. All right, there is a big project coming to Frederick that will highlight the best of the best. I talked with Chris Martin about the Frederick Sports Mural. You may have seen this around social, and I talked to him and get more information. The rooftop of the offices at Ben's. Gorgeous. This building, what you guys did to the inside. This is Chris Martin, everybody, if you don't know, Convoy Creatives, and involved in pretty much every organization known to man in Frederick, but you have some hand in it. And Chris is working on the sports mural that Yemi is painting, and there's a bunch of people, Joe Gatewood and Tony C., all a part of. This is pretty exciting for Frederick.
Yeah, as an old athlete, I'm super excited to have this come to life when I hopped on board to help with the marketing efforts. I'm a little bit progressive and probably impatient to some people, but yeah, I love history. I love sports in general, and I love Frederick. I think it'll be an amazing asset to have as a tourist attraction.
And if you don't know what this is, we in Frederick, this lovely town, have somehow had an influence in 250 chosen athletes who were at the top of their game.
Yep.
In how many different sports did you say are
over
represented? 30 sports. So I know we've got like an Olympic runner, we've got baseball, football, canoeing, and I mean, just pretty much every sport you can think of, Frederick has somebody that has reached the top of their game, which is so exciting.
Yeah, 250 athletes, including a horse, which a lot
Including
of
a
people
horse.
don't realize.
Well, horses are athletes, let me just tell you at that level. So all of these, and I encourage you, and I'll post the website, to go check out the website about this. But, you know, Chris and I have been chatting about it. I think it's going to be really, really cool, and it's going to happen pretty quick.
Yeah, so we don't have an exact date. I know things seem kind of stagnant. There's snags that happen with every type of project,
Sure.
construction or not. But it seems like we'll be kind of getting the ball rolling a little bit with actual movement or construction in the fall sometime. And I know that for sure will be open and ready for the public in 2025.
I mean, that is incredible. It is going to be such a tourist destination. And you were telling me that the final plans now have this to be one of the largest, well, first of all, the largest piece of artwork painted by one person or something?
One of the largest sports murals in the entire world done by one artist, and that happens to be Yemi.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we all knew Yemi was absolutely amazing, and now he'll have that star next to his name. So we are going to start to highlight some of these great athletes, because along with this mural, there's a bunch of other little projects that will come of it, right? First of all, there'll be an interactive component to the mural, right? Is what I heard originally?
There's that was an original thing. I'm not sure if we're set on what
that will be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's been a lot of darts thrown at the board to see which one gets closest to the bullseye without going broke.
Well, maybe your project will have some of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, there will be a lot of projects to come. Certainly, we're talking about maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years tops for this thing to be a part of our community, and there'll be a lot of celebrating going on for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to start.
Okay, so where can people go to find out more information and to donate? Look, if you want to support this project, the donation would be greatly appreciated, right?
Yeah, you can just go to fredericksportsmural.org. There's a donate page right on the link. You can find out what athletes are on there. Chances are, if you're from Frederick or know some people in Frederick, their family member is probably going to be on it.
Yeah.
With having over 250 athletes.
Yeah.
And June, I believe it's June 7th at 5 p.m., which is a Friday, TGP Gives is doing a big event at Whiskey Creek Golf Club, where we'll be one of the beneficiaries.
Yes.
From that, there'll be food, drinks, music. So every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps. All right. So, yes, if you can head out to Whiskey Creek, because this project will get some of that money. Otherwise, head straight to that website. If you can donate, but check out that list. I think you're going to recognize some of those names. Awesome. All right. Thanks, Chris.
Yep.
We will see you next time.
Thank you.
All right. Sorry. We'll be doing more coverage. I'm going to start getting some interviews with some of the athletes that are going to be on the mural or their families. And I think it's going to be very, very cool. All right. I want to thank Shannon, Tara, Dorothy, Terry, Dee for commenting. Those are the ones I saw in checking one of the streams. So if you comment, I might mention you too. Hint, hint. Coming up tomorrow, I talk with Aaron Lawson about United Way's Stuff the Bus campaign, which has started. Brandon talks about his golf tournament to benefit Civitan. And I'll get you all your weekend events coming up. Again, we're on all the socials. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Push it out there. I know it's kind of annoying, but I want to get to 1,000. I'd love to get to 500 by June 15th. And I appreciate all the help that you guys are giving. All right, it is Thursday. Get out there. Be great, Frederick.
Come down.